Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Rise to Meet You, your comedy podcast about Asian culture. Now, I just want to take some time out before today's episode to thank you guys for all of your support, and a special thank you to all of our patrons. You guys really make this podcast happen, because without your support, we wouldn't be able to do it the way we do. It keeps the podcast relatively creatively free, as Nigel would put it, so thank you. And if you want to join our Patreon and get access to extra episodes and our Discord page where you can interact with other listeners and ourselves, then head on over to patreon.com/RiseToMeetYouPod and choose the tier that best suits you. And yeah, we thank you guys so much because we really enjoy doing this podcast and we're so glad that it's reached so many people. So again, thank you. And now, on with the show.
You can drop it on the floor and it destroys the floor. It's very destructive sometimes.
Are you calling me fat? Are you calling me fat?
You're putting words in my mouth. You're putting words in my mouth. I'm talking about the Creuset, okay? Your body mass index has nothing to do with this. I'm talking about the Creuset here. Welcome to Rise to Meet You, a comedy podcast about Asian culture, starring me, Nigel Ng.
Oh, God. And me, Evelyn Mock. Starring
We're going to change up the intro. We're going to change up the intro. Well, it does star us. What's your problem? It does star us.
Starring just puts too much expectation on what this actually is. It's not starring worthy.
It's starring worthy. Look at the effort I'm putting into my production values today, people.
God.
I have 3 lights, 3-point lighting set up.
Oh my God.
I bought some flowers for the backdrop. Look at that. Look at how nice this is. This is a flower for the listeners back home who are on audio only. I have flowers in my backdrop. And they look like sunflowers, but they're not. They're not sunflowers.
What are they?
They're called jebberry. They're very Asian-specific plant. It looks like a sunflower, but sunflowers, the black part in the middle is bigger. And this is really pretty. And I bought these because my usual go-to for flowers for the home when I'm living in London are tulips, usually. You know, I like to mix the colors. You know, some red ones, some yellow ones, some white ones. Some fresh-cut tulips. You know, brightens up anybody's day. But then I go here in KL. I saw tulips, and I went into this flower shop, right? I tried to get flowers for this Airbnb. I went to this flower shop, and then the tulips, they're in this glass case. I was like, whoa, why do you put the tulips in this special case? And I asked, how much are the tulips? And then they said, after conversion, £5 per stalk.
Oh,
per tulip, because it's imported, because tulips don't grow in Malaysia.
Tulips are imported, yeah.
Yeah. So I have to, go with a different type of plant because I'm not rich.
Is this the version, so you know how Asia has knockoff purses of designer things? Is this Asia's knockoff version of the sunflower? So
no,
it's a copy
we have sunflowers
of a sunflower. So you had to go and buy the cheap copy of the sunflower.
No. Sunflowers don't look as good.
Oh, that's
no.
funny.
These flowers would be expensive in Europe because they don't grow there. So,
but Europe doesn't even import them because they're cheap knockoffs of the sunflower.
They're not cheap knockoffs.
Do they have LV on them? Do they have an LV?
No. They're really pretty flowers, okay?
But it's turned flipped, so it's V.
I don't see how someone who lives in a refugee camp gets to criticize a person trying to make their house look good for our fans.
Again,
I don't know where you get the nerve to criticize my interior decor choices and my lighting choices. I have a backlight, people. Look at my hair, it's shiny. Look at my hair.
I mean,
because
oh
I have
my
a
God.
backlight.
The time Nigel spent babbling about his light setup, and I'm like, just nobody even notices that much. Nobody notices
People
if
notice.
Your hair lights
People
up in the back.
notice.
Oh,
Listeners
God.
on the YouTube, leave a comment below if you notice how I'm glowing. Okay? Leave a comment below. Don't let my hard work go to waste. I had to take an Uber to some guy's place to rent a few lights. You know?
Oh, gosh.
It's really nice. And I even have like this reflector. So if I turn this away, I look a lot more dramatic. Look at this. It's just the shadow covers my face.
Oh,
you know?
God.
Versus something a bit brighter. Yeah.
Dramatic.
So the lighting is very nice. I'm very happy with this. So because somebody has to bring the nice visual game to the podcast, you know?
He just said, he was like, I carry this podcast visually. And
visually,
I was like,
visually, I do carry this.
Oh my God.
Have you seen your video quality? Listen.
It's because I'm using the camera you sold me.
It's not a camera. Don't blame it on the camera. Don't blame it on the camera.
My video quality. The camera. Of course it's the
lighting.
camera.
It's where you put the camera. It's how you tilt the camera. Like sometimes Evelyn's image is like it's like slanted. You know?
Yeah,
like,
because I
do
can't
you just
work
experience
out.
an earthquake in Gothenburg? Why is everything slanted?
I can't work out. Like if I tilt it, like it's so weird because when it comes to visuals, it's like it has to be slightly tilted to make it look straight. But then if you put it straight, it looks tilted. So now I'm like, I hope this is straight. I mean, tell me if it isn't. Or I don't really care. Honestly, I don't really care.
Because you use a cheap knockoff tripod that doesn't have a water level.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
you know?
I do, yeah.
But anyways, enough of me babbling on about how good my video looks. Welcome to episode 93, people.
Oh, God.
You know?
Oh, I can't believe
we work
this.
really hard for you. And Evelyn doesn't focus much on the how the video looks, but you have a new Kdrama podcast coming out. Well, it's come out already. And I'm so happy it's audio only. Okay? If you talk about K-dramas with your video quality, like people will just be like, no, I don't trust this podcast. What does she know about K-dramas? Do you know how beautifully they're shot?
Do I have to have K-drama video quality for a K-drama podcast?
you need the little bokeh, the blurry light balls in the background. You know, they always do that, right? And the close-up shots is just blurry CD skyline, like big yellow balls.
Yeah.
So,
I would love to have that.
Go listen to it, people. It's on our Patreon, and episode 0 is very nice. You know, episode 0 is basically why Nigel has been such a benefit to my life.
Well, I did not say that. I said, basically, I've released 2 episodes of the Kdrama podcast on our Patreon, and episode 0 is just like an introduction to who I am and why I want to talk about K-dramas and how they've sort of impacted me. And I talk about the fact that K-dramas have impacted me in the way that it came at a time where I was kind of reconnecting with my Asian culture and reconnecting.
What reconnecting? You never connected with it. Connecting. Connecting. What reconnecting? You made it sound like you grew up super Asian and super in touch, and then you lost it for a while. Then you're coming back.
Well, I mean,
you
that
watch
is
Friends.
how you grew up.
You watch Friends.
That's how you grew up. Like, as a kid, you grew up super Asian because your parents basically, like, they make you do a bunch of Asian stuff. And then you get, like, a sense of the world and you're like, oh, no, I don't want to be like this. And then you get ashamed of it and you push it away. And then now, as an adult, after doing this podcast, you're like, oh, my God, I need to own this shit. I've unpacked so much. I've worked through it. And so, yes, I am reconnecting, Nigel.
Okay, fine.
I'm putting away Friends and taking in Crash Landing on You.
By the way, Friends, such a shit show. You know? I went out with a British girl for a little while, and then she said, what, you never watch Friends? And then she put on a few episodes. And then you know what she said? After a few episodes, she's like, I don't like watching Friends with you. Yeah. And I was like, why? Because I show you how shit a show it really is?
Of course she doesn't like watching Friends with you.
Like, she's probably like waiting for me to laugh at the wacky things Chandler does.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
No.
Ross and Rachel, oh my God, you're together, you're not together, you're together, you're not together. Just decide. That's what, Nigel. That's how you watch Friends.
They're just a bunch of unemployed rich people. How do you... I'm thinking, how can you afford this this beautiful apartment in Manhattan while being unemployed. And the camera work is so shoddy. Some of them are out of focus. It's insane.
Oh my God.
So like that's what she said. We just we had fun, and then we were just sitting down to watch some Netflix after. And she put on.
How quickly did you brush over that? We had some fun, and then we just sat down and watched them.
What? Yeah. We're trying to go away from the sex talk. A lot of people are complaining. I talk about choking people too much. Yeah. We did all that.
They just complain about you talking about choking people. You banged, and then you had nothing to talk about, and so you put on Friends.
It's not that we had nothing to talk about, okay? It's just I want to learn about her culture. I want to learn about her culture because I'm a very open-minded guy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So you
and
put
then
on
every
Friends.
British person grew up with Friends, right? And then she was like, oh my God, you haven't seen Friends? Oh my God. And then she has to put it on. And then it was so bad. What's the deal with the laugh track?
Is it a laugh track? Maybe it is in the more recent seasons.
Because it's not funny at all, and then
I mean, early seasons of Friends were really funny. I think up until like season 5 probably.
Well, she said I don't like watching Friends with you. And I'm like,
That's
yes,
really
mission
funny.
accomplished.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
That's really funny. I can imagine it would be terrible watching anything with you.
No. Friends is just a shit show. So, no Friends for me.
I'm a Monica, and I'm just waiting for my Chandler. Oh, gosh.
Okay.
But okay.
Fine. The Kdrama pod is good.
The Kdrama podcast. Do you think it's good, Nigel? Well,
I think it's okay, I think it's okay. Did you see the Discord? Somebody had like.
Well, you didn't listen to episode 1 though, but yeah,
I didn't. I didn't listen to episode 0 because I didn't listen to episode 1 because it was about when the camellia blooms.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know if you were gonna have spoilers. You should say up top
yeah.
for the listeners who haven't watched this K-drama. Just so you know, spoilers start at minute 23, and don't worry, I will mention it again when we get to that point.
Well, yes, you're right. I should
see.
Do that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what would you do without me?
Well, I don't think I really had that many spoilers in it. I just talked about it from an analytical point of view. Maybe I do I have spoilers in it, and I will do it. Yeah,
nerd.
Yes, I'm a nerd.
Analytical stuff for K-drama.
What were you saying in the Discord? What did the people write?
Well, there was this really great complex out saying that, I thought it was going to be boring because Nigel's not on it. But turns out it was quite okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Calvin. Thanks. Well, that was my worry too. I was like, I wonder how boring this is going to be. The thing is, I know it's not going to be boring because I know I'm a fun person.
Are you a fun person?
I'm such a fun person. I'm so funny, you guys. But on this podcast, I just kind of have to use my energies to curb Nigel for you.
Curb what? What curb what? What? It's funny. People love it. People love it. They tried to cancel me, but they couldn't.
Oh my God.
That's how funny we are.
Just stop talking about your cancellation.
It's so funny.
We're moving away from I'm like, okay, 3rd episode after what happened. It looks okay. And then we bring it up again. But you know what? My brother
What?
I was talking to my brother about this, and he was like, why doesn't he just put up a bunch of different videos with different political statements? And then he's like, yeah, you think you know me? You don't.
Like
and I was
what?
like, that's the best idea I've ever heard.
Like what?
Just a bunch of contradictory political statements about everything.
There are only 2 genders in the world, but trans people go. What? Like what? Like that? Is that what you want me to say?
Geopolitical stuff, maybe?
What?
Geopolitical stuff, maybe?
Israel, Palestine, you both should exist.
Oh dear, you're gonna get canceled again.
No. I'll be okay. Don't worry. All right. Enough of that shit. Okay. But now if we talked about this before. Now that I know how to deal with getting canceled, the second time we get canceled, I know what I'm gonna do.
First of all,
I'm gonna bring all of us to the Maldives for 2 weeks. No internet, just the people close to me and the people who create our content for us, who work for us. Work with us. Sorry.
First of all, what is this we?
This we're a team.
of
If I get canceled, you get canceled, right?
No.
What?
I'm already
Why?
working on my exit plan, which is hanging myself. So, no. But it was very funny. Yeah.
2 weeks at the Maldives. Are you ready? And it's gonna happen. We all know the second time I get canceled.
No.
It's coming. It's coming. I feel it.
Why are you gonna get canceled the second time?
I knowing me. Probably an affair, I think, right?
Nigel.
But the thing about affairs is it's never a permanent cancellation. People forget and move on.
I mean, an affair isn't a cancelable thing because an affair is just like an indiscretion that happened with another person consensually, hopefully.
Yeah, of course.
So an affair isn't a cancelable thing.
Exactly, but people will hate you for a little bit, right?
Yeah, maybe.
And the thing is, I'm such a workaholic. I don't take breaks. So I'll need a break. To avoid burnout, I have to have an affair. Then I get to take my 2 weeks off to the Maldives.
How is this logic? How is this
my
logic?
logic is, if I want to avoid burnout, if I'm having an affair for my mental health, okay? If I don't have an affair and go to Maldives, I'll just be working at the Maldives. I won't be enjoying it. But if I have an affair, the whole world hates me for 2 weeks, then I can turn off my phone.
I mean, Nigel.
You want to come or you want to come? You want to come?
Okay,
Just
so
chill at the Maldives, with me and my affair, probably.
with you and your affair?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Who
yeah,
else am I
great
bringing with
stuff.
me? Like, if people are going to hate me for the affair, I might as well start, using the affair.
Oh, God.
Bring her along to the Maldives, Maybe it's more than one woman,
How did a nice girl from Sweden end up being friends with this horny, blunt Malaysian boy?
All I hear is, how did a girl from Sweden become friends with this normal, charming, funny Malaysian boy? Okay.
You're too horny. Honestly, you're too horny. Just
I'm
put
normal
it in,
amount
keep
of
it in your
horny.
pants.
I'm normal amount of horny.
No,
okay?
you're too horny. This is what I've always seen with male comedians, especially the ones who are, kind of successful. It's always going to be your penis that's going to be your downfall. Always.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. There are worse things in life, than affairs. People get it. I'll probably get a few DMs saying, legend! Seriously. It depends on who I have an affair with. They see is like, oh, holy shit, she looks good. And then I'll get some DMs like, legend. Our patrons will go up.
Oh my God. This is such a strange podcast because it is honestly half bros and then half just women who like K-drama.
Yeah.
And talking about mental health. Oh gosh.
So
that's very funny.
Yeah, that's a second cancellation plan. Maldives, okay? We're gonna do that. Business class flights, of course. None of the economy shit. Okay? If you get canceled, you gotta go out with a bag. None of that. Imagine getting canceled and then you have to fly economy. Oh, God. Bored as a pea. You have to fight for the armrest after getting canceled. You have to fight for the armrest with two other people.
That's exactly what you did flying to Malaysia. You flew
I flew
economy.
business.
Oh, you flew business. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
I told you, I don't want people recognize me because it's Malaysia. Everybody recognizes me. I don't want to be sitting in the middle seat and then imagine a guy next to me and say, oh, I really love Uncle Roger. And he just talks to me for the whole 13-hour flight. That's my nightmare. And then I go to use a toilet and then everybody wants photos. Of course I have to fly business.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Okay.
For my mental health. My mental health.
I was hoping we were going to rebuild Nigel's image in these post episodes, but you know what? You're on your own, dude. You're on your own.
What's wrong with me wanting privacy? By the way, business class is not all it's cracked out to be.
Okay, tell me about how business class isn't great.
Yeah, you watch like an advert, a commercial about business class. You see them like waking up. It's a new day. They're ready to seize the day. They put on their blazer and drag their luggage and start their days with meetings and stuff, But the reality is you still feel like shit when the plane lands.
Yeah, of course.
It's just maybe your butt hurts a little less because you can like lie down. So
oh God.
It's not as good as it's not all it's cracked up to be, guys. So
thank you for letting us know this, Nigel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what's new with you? Enough about me. Enough about me.
Mm-hmm. What's new about me? I'm moving. I'm moving house. I'm moving. I don't know why I did that, but
why'd you do that? What is this? Who are you saluting?
Just saluting. I don't know. I'm moving though. I'm moving house.
In Gothenburg still?
In Gothenburg, yes. But I'm leaving my parents' house and getting my own apartment. And I'm very excited because, and also I'm very impressed by myself for how I did it. Because Friday I came back from quarantining and I was like, I want to live on my own. Went online.
Good.
Went to
finally.
Went to like our version of like, Gumtree or Craigslist. And started like looking for apartments. Found one that was like short-term contract because I don't know where I'm going to be in April, and so applied for that. And then then Monday comes and they're like, "Hey, yeah, you got the apartment." And I was like, "Okay." And it's a first-time contract.
Congrats.
Yeah. So it's like directly rented out from the estate agent or. Not estate agent. In Sweden, we have like public estate. It's different in Sweden, but it's a good deal. So I'm moving next week even.
Hey,
so I'm moving on Monday. Yeah.
Finally, I'll play the applause thing if I had the soundboard.
Just applaud me.
Yay! Clap, clap, clap. It's hard. I'm holding the mic too. Okay. And for the commenters on my YouTube to say, it's like, why are you holding the mic? It looks weird. Because it looks better on camera. Okay. If I put it on the table, that is just it just obstructs the camera view.
Well,
that's why I
obviously
do it.
It doesn't look better on camera because people are complaining about it.
No. Better sound quality too.
Okay.
But okay. Good job of moving out because
thank you.
But you haven't lived by yourself since what?
Oh, since you
last got laid? 7 years ago? Is that true?
No, that was in a flat chair. And I could hear. And
wow.
And I could while we were doing it, I could just hear my flatmate just rummaging around in the kitchen.
So sad.
And also because I wasn't really necessarily enjoying what was happening. I was just like, my brain just went, I was like, oh, I wonder what he's cooking.
I wonder what's sadder, to not have sex for like 10 years or to still have roommates for the past 10 years. Which one's sadder, people?
I think they're interconnected. And also, not 10 years, Nigel. Not 10 years.
What? 8 years?
Yes. Oh my God, I just want to cut that out.
No, we're not cutting that out. We're putting that in.
We're not cutting it out. I'm owning it. Something's happened. I've gotten through it. I feel much better now. Bring on the dick.
Yes.
And you know what I thought? Because I'm like, now I'm like, okay, I have a lot of catching up to do. I'm a late bloomer. I want to experience all of the dicks of the rainbow. But the thing is, I thought about this yesterday. Like, okay, and we've talked about this. Like, so sex, yes, it can be great. It can be mind-blowing. It can be fantastic. And sometimes it just feels like you're letting another person masturbate inside of you.
Well, I feel very bad for you. That's so sad. That's such a sad way of looking at sex.
I think that's such a funny line. I thought you were going to laugh.
It makes me so sad for you.
I'm going to try it in stand-up. I think a lot of women would relate. My comedy is for women. Get on board, Nigel. I laugh at your bro-y stuff. Get on board with my women stuff.
My bro-y stuff is funny. Your women stuff is sad. This is the difference. This is a difference. I would love to laugh at any period jokes you make, okay? But it's
So-
like, you know, I feel so lonely sometimes that sex just feels like someone's using my pussy to jerk off.
You put
You
in
want me
the
to laugh at that?
lonely. You put
want me
in
to
the
laugh at that?
lonely. Nigel, you put in the lonely,
Okay, fine.
which also concerns me, but but you put in the lonely. What I'm saying is sometimes
I've never
some
felt more
men
alone.
are so bad at like you just don't connect that it just kind of feels like he's masturbating inside of you, and you're
See?
like, I wonder what my flatmate's doing in the kitchen.
What I'm hearing is sometimes I have a penis in me, but I've never felt more alone in my life. That's what I hear.
Why do you hear that? I think
Because
this
it's
is so
very
relatable to women. I hope it is, because every woman has had like sex that has been bad. And
Yeah,
so-
but every woman's also had sex, hopefully, that has been amazing.
Well, that's what I
but-
said. That's how I prefaced the joke.
Yeah, but you only talk about the bad stuff.
Because it's
You know?
funny. That's
Is
the funny
it?
part. Oh, hey guys. So I was having sex yesterday and it was great, right? Right, ladies?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I
Is
got
that
choked
funny
so
to
much.
do on a stand-up?
Yeah. I got choked so much I couldn't breathe. I thought I had COVID for a second, huh? I was like, give him a
And
ventilator. Give him a
also-
ventilator.
And also, it was an Asian man doing it. So, huh?
What does that have to do with anything?
Because COVID's from China.
Oh, yeah. And I screamed out, China virus! China virus! he used his Kung Flu on my pussy.
No. Stop. No, that's not good. Don't do that.
That's funny. How
do
funny is that? Is that funnier than sometimes it just feels like a guy's using me to jerk off?
Stop.
Versus
Stop
Kung Flu on my pussy. Which one's funnier? You're laughing at Kung Flu on my pussy.
Stop
You're
stop
laughing
putting
at
that voice on. Stop putting that tone on.
This is your tone.
It's not my
I
tone.
live in paradoxes. I just want to be brave enough to be kind. It's your tone.
It's not my tone.
You do my tone. So I can do my tone, but I can't do your tone.
Oh my god!
I
So
live my life like a fridge magnet. I'm brave enough to be kind. But right now, I'm still too much of a pussy to be kind. I live in paradoxes. Welcome, I'm Evelyn Mark.
Oh
That's
my god! This is terrible.
So,
Oh
yes,
my God.
okay.
Um,
So, yeah, moving out.
Yeah.
Kung Flu on my pussy. That should be our new merch, right? Kung Flu.
No, we're not going to print merch with something that was obviously racist towards Asian people that came out during this pandemic. We're not going to print that as merch, Nigel.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not going to wear a shirt that says, please go Kung Flu on my pussy?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I need that merch. Somebody please make it on Printful or Teespring. And I'll buy it.
I also realize now, because we've had a lot of I roasted you in the previous episodes, and we've had a lot of people just be like, yeah, do it more, Evelyn, blah blah. And like, now this is why I don't do it, because we just end up arguing. So it's just going to be a podcast where we just
But
argue.
it's funny. Us arguing is funny.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. This is going to be the episode title, okay? Kung Flu on my pussy.
Oh no, Nigel.
But we were okay. We can't do that
Oh
because
my God.
you'll get demonetized. Yeah,
Oh, that's
So
all you
just-
think about, the
that's the title should be
demonetization.
Kung Flu on my crotch or something. Let's change it to that. Kung Flu on my private parts. Let's change it to that.
Incredible. That's okay. Incredible.
okay.
That's the concern taken from this.
So I'm
right.
excited that you're moving out.
Thank you. I'm excited too.
How are your parents taking it? Because
Yeah,
they probably
not-
think, what's wrong with our refugee camp? What's wrong with our refugee camp? Why did you want to stay in our refugee camp?
For the umpteenth
Is it
time.
the core not nice enough for you? Is it empty boxes, cardboard boxes in the corner, not classy enough for you?
For the umpteenth time, stop saying refugee camp. And also, yes, they are upset. They are upset that I'm moving out. Because they're Asian parents. Like my mom, immediately when I told them, they were like, why are you moving out? Like just went into yelling mode. And I was like, oh my God, this is why I'm moving out.
Yeah. It's for your mental health.
Oh gosh. Well, I mean,
right?
yeah, I'm 33 and I've been here. Like this was supposed to be temporary and it's almost been a year. And if I hit the year, I'm like, this isn't temporary anymore.
Has it been a year? Didn't you only you flew back in like February, right?
In April.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's almost been, and like because when I came here, I was like, okay, temporary. I'll probably be back in London for summer or like September or something like that. And then now I'm like, whoa. And even though the vaccine's coming, I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's not looking good. I'm probably not going to go anywhere except maybe I'll move to Stockholm. But
move to Stockholm. I'll join you there.
Yeah,
I have some
yeah.
business. I have some unfinished business in Stockholm, if you know what I mean. That's what I mean. The unfinished business is podcasting with you. You know?
Yeah, okay.
Why else would I go to Stockholm?
Yeah, okay.
There's no other reason.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, let's move to Stockholm. But you got a flat in Gothenburg though. That's a waste.
I got
You already got it, right?
No, it's not a waste. It's nice. It's my hometown. I'll be here so my flat is a short-term contract. It'll be February until April 30th. And if London does open back up by then of course I'll go to London. But otherwise, I'll look at either getting another place here or getting one in Stockholm. And
do Stockholm. And I'll join you there. You can podcast in person, finally.
But my parents are upset because they're like, what? This is temporary. Why are you going to go? Who's telling you to move? I'm like, my inner mental health well-being is telling me to move, mother.
Who else does she think is telling you to move?
She thinks it's my friends. She thinks my friends are bullying me. And she's right to a certain extent because, this guy. But, I mean, it's just, I realized I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm probably going to be stuck in Sweden for a little bit longer. So I need to make moves. And so I'm moving and I'm very excited. I've already gotten a couch. I've gotten a Howard couch.
A Howard couch?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's a design. It's a special designed. Well, it's a model of a couch, and so it's like it's supposed to be curved, but this one isn't curved. It's a cheap version. But the front they have like little wheels, like gold wheels, in the front.
Let me Google it.
Yeah, a Howard couch. You'll recognize it. It's a common couch, but I got it for £30 because the guy needed to get rid of it quick. Because he was renovating.
It just looks like a couch.
He said.
Just looks like a couch. Nothing different there.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Okay, you got a couch. Great. I'm very excited for you.
Well, not everybody's familiar with designer stuff, so no. Look at what's happening to me on the podcast. You wanted full Evelyn? You're getting full Evelyn.
You're getting what? What was the word?
Full Evelyn.
What?
Full Evelyn.
Full Evelyn. Oh, yeah. Okay. I heard something else. But
what did you
get
hear?
the couch. I thought malevolent or something.
Oh,
I thought you used the wrong word. Yeah. And I was like, okay, here we go again with her bad English. Remember last episode? This is somebody's house.
Somebody pointed out something that you said, though. I can't find it now, but...
I don't remember those things. I don't remember any criticism against me. I just remember this is somebody's house.
It's somebody's house. I was so tired that episode.
But it's all good. I'm excited to see what new furniture you can get, and I'm excited to see your video backdrop improve.
Thank
your
you,
mise en
Nigel.
scène improve.
My mise en scène.
Yeah, because your mise en scène right now is the most depressing mise en. What the fuck is this mise en scène?
It is very true. Actually, this will be the first time that I can.
And then if it's really ugly again, it's your fault. Then.
Yeah, it's my fault.
If it's still really ugly,
it'll be my fault. I mean, quite honestly, like I have a lot of my stuff is in London, so I'm just thinking about if I should ship it back so I can put it up, because I have portraits and stuff that I could that I've never hung, because I was like, what am I supposed to do with this room? And so I want to ship it back so I can hang it up. Even though I'm in this place for like 3 months, it just feels nice to have my own place again, because this is the first time I'm living alone since I was 24.
Wow.
So
if you could choose between getting laid and living by yourself tomorrow, what would you choose?
I mean, I'm living on my own, so I can get laid.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you can't get laid at your parents' house. You can't wait till they both go on their daily walk and then sneak a guy over. Come on, fuck me, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Finish 25 minutes, come on.
They're actually on their daily walk now so that we can podcast. So this is what I'm actually... Oh, so you mean between podcast and getting laid? I think I know what to choose.
What, podcasting?
Yeah, podcasting.
Hey, girl, on Netflix and chill. Nah, I have to record my Kdrama podcast.
Literally what I said to a guy last week.
See? We need to discuss the intricacies and the thematic, the themes of when the camellia blooms and the pathologies the characters go through.
Nigel, literally when I texted somebody.
I didn't even listen to the part. I know.
This is too embarrassing. You know me too well. Literally when I texted somebody.
A guy. Oh no.
That guy. I guess maybe that guy. Oh, that's so funny.
Are you gonna get one of those Asian massage chairs for your new flat? You know how every Asian house has a massage chair?
My dad has one.
Yes.
And he has the foot massager as well.
It's so great. I forgot those existed until I came back to Malaysia. I'm like, oh, I missed these.
Everybody has one in Malaysia.
Yeah, most households, yeah. They're so
That's
ugly.
so funny.
I've never seen a well-designed one ever.
Oh yeah, they're really
all
ugly.
so ugly.
They're really
it's like,
ugly.
can you not make something a little nicer? Can Muji not come out with a nice massage chair?
Oh my god.
You know? What they all look...
Chair.
They all look like... They look so old and futuristic at the same time.
Yeah.
You know? It's just nothing pairs well with it.
What people in the 80s thought the future would look like.
Yeah. It's leather, but then there's shiny plastic behind the leather. It's
Yeah. It's so funny. And ours one, like, we got it for free. Always, of course, we got it for free. We got it from somebody else who was going to get rid of it. And so my parents took it home. And it's literally like my dad, I'll just walk into the living room and it'll be like...
It's quite comfortable, you know.
It's such an Asian thing to have. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so
Why
funny.
do white people not have it? Because they only want massages when it's someone else doing it for them?
I guess so. I mean,
white people use Asians for massages. So Asians use machines.
Yeah, Asians.
There's nobody else lower than that us on the ladder. So we have to use
but Asians don't like
robot.
people touching you, right? We don't.
I like people
that,
touching me. Touch me all the time, please.
Oh gosh.
I wish we had a massage chair that came with a happy ending feature. That would be great, wouldn't it?
What, just a robotic arm coming out and just like...
Yeah. Zik, 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 zik. And then you can tweak the setting for speed, you know, speed and firmness. Like a regular massage, you know? Zik, 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 zik.
That would literally be the first thing that breaks on the massage chair.
No.
If that was a feature.
No.
So gross.
How is it gross?
So gross.
It's part of the massage. You want to massage my shoulders? I want my shoulders massaged. Sometimes I want my dick massaged. Okay? What's so gross? It's just another body part. Sometimes it has knots in it. Okay? So I need to get rid of the knots in my dick. What's wrong with that?
Just put away your dick. Just put your dick away.
There's too many knots in it.
Oh,
There's
God.
too many knots. That's why I need the massage chair, the happy ending feature. You know, so I'm satisfied and I'm not horny anymore. You know.
Okay.
So please get a massage chair. That's all I'm saying. Let's get it.
Okay.
In your new flat.
Yeah. Okay. You're never coming over.
Why?
You're never coming over.
Why? I'm not gonna
Oh my God.
I'm not
never
going to use your
coming over.
massage chair like that, okay? I'll use it properly.
Don't even know what that means. Oh my gosh. Well.
I can see why your mom doesn't want you to move out though, you know, because Asian parents sometimes have this expectation that kids always live with them, you know,
Yeah.
especially
Until they get married. Yeah.
until they get married or if you leave the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I left my country. So I live by myself.
That's why I left mine as well.
Let's go to Stockholm. Let's stop living in Gothenburg. They're forever gonna guilt you into coming back.
Into their house?
Yeah, and back to living with them. Yeah.
Oh, no. I mean, I kind of do enjoy being in Gothenburg because it means that I can be close to them. And now that I'm going to get my own place, it's like, oh, I can actually have them over for dinner. And I can make some dinner for them and, you know, take care of them a bit. Like, because living with them in the house, even though I love my parents, but, you know, you kind of regress to being a teenager and you kind of like, you don't appreciate it as much when you're with them all the time.
Yeah.
And also it falls back into like, they take care of you. Like I think my mom is really happy that I'm back because she can take care of me. Like she can make me food. She can just kind of do mom things because I think Asian parents, they devote themselves so much to family and so much to kids that when their kids move, they don't necessarily have anything else to kind of worry about.
Yeah, they lose their identity.
A
you
bit,
know?
yeah.
And you're like,
a bit.
I didn't ask you to revolve your identity around me, Mom. You know? You should have taken up some hobbies. Have you heard of those things? Hobbies.
Oh my God. Hobbies. Have you heard of those things?
Like
Hobbies.
ballroom dancing. So I can move out without you
Ballroom
guilt tripping me.
What Asian takes up ballroom dance?
I don't know. It just popped into my head. You're
You're so white. You're so white.
I don't know why. It just popped into my head.
Ballroom dancing.
I'm not white, okay? Although I have to say, another thing about the last episode where I talk about how I like older houses more.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, people said, yeah, I agree with you. Team Nigel all the way. Yeah, finally, it's good to see an Asian person who hates new builds. Ugh, all my friends love new builds. And I'm like, oh yeah, fuck new builds. Anytime I do, I have to scan a key card to take a lift. It's like, it feels like going to work.
No,
You know,
it
so
feels
give
really
me-
high tech. It feels like you're in a K-drama.
It's because you never worked in a nice office before. You know, you
I
only
worked
worked
at
there.
Google. I worked at
Really?
Google. Yeah.
Receptionist. You don't get to use a lift. You know? It's true. Look, reception is the first thing you see when you enter the office.
I mean, it was like I was on the 3rd floor or something, or floor 8. I can't remember. I use the lift constantly.
Okay, I worked at
actually.
Deloitte. I was at floor 40. Okay. It's one of those lifts where you it's like 6 lifts, right? And then you just press a button, and then the 6th lift have an algorithm. It tells you use lift 2, and then you just use lift 2.
Oh yeah.
I hate those things,
Those
man.
are creepy.
Just give me
Yeah.
stairs.
Yeah.
Give me something Georgian. Give me something Victorian. God forbid I have to live in an Edwardian house. I don't want that. Edwardian, that's where I draw the line. You know,
Is it because of
Georgian
the
or
ghost?
Victorian.
Is it because
No,
of
it's because
the
it looks
ghost?
ugly. It looks ugly. Edwardian starts to look very too modern for me. So Georgian or Victorian, that's all I fuck with. Okay.
I don't fuck with younger guys. I fuck with younger houses though. Nothing before 2010.
You don't fuck with guys, period. What is this younger guys talk?
Oh my God.
You make it sound like you're getting so much dick at you and then start having conditions you're filtering for.
Like Oprah said, act the way, act like you already have it. And then it's going to go.
Is this your version of dress for the job you want?
Talk like the dick you already have. Or in my case, talk like the dick you already know. Or wait, what? Oh yeah. Oh, this is so much fun. But actually, I will say I'm not attracted to younger guys, but I find that I attract younger guys. So that says a lot about me, I think. Oh,
Why do you
gosh.
think that? Why do you attract younger guys?
I think it's because I'm incredibly mature. And no, I'm kidding. I think I give off a vibe of being very immature and very young. Yeah.
Very immature. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
probably. And also
brave enough to be kind.
Oh God.
Is that a pickup line for younger guys?
Brave
Hey.
enough to be kind. Oh my God. I had a conversation with a younger guy and it's like
Okay.
it's very tough to not be patronizing when you're having a conversation with like somebody in their mid-20s and they're like they are having like a conversation about self-actualization and like stuff like that, and you're like, oh, you're just talking in cliches and you're just talking in like fridge magnets.
I mean, that's what you do.
No, I don't.
You are perfect pairing. The guy's like, I just want to chase my dreams. I just don't want to live a life full of regret. And then you can go, yeah, I just want to be brave enough to be kind. What a perfect match. Let's get married.
Oh my God. Yeah, maybe that is that.
Yeah, I just don't want to, let's live my life for the weekends, just work a 9 to 5 and live for the weekends. Yeah, and I live in paradoxes.
What do you talk about?
So much sadness. I don't know.
What do you talk about?
Non-cliches,
Oh,
ideas.
Like my abs are so hard today, but like yesterday they weren't that hard because I didn't work out and I had like carbs and stuff. But today I only had Huel and I went to the gym. So look at my abs.
Listen. Actually, don't talk about that. Okay, when it comes to that, it's show don't tell. Okay.
Oh my God. Okay.
I talk about smart shit.
What do you talk about? What is smart
Books
shit?
I've read.
Maxim. Are you counting Maxim as a book?
No, I don't read Maxim. Who reads Maxim? Porn exists, right? Jesus.
Oh my God.
all the philosophy stuff I've read in uni,
Mm-hmm.
All my recent learnings about geopolitical issues.
Oh God.
I actually learned a lot, I learned a lot.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But, well, I hope you attract a nice older guy.
A nice older guy. I think I'm probably going to attract younger guys. Sorry?
Is this flat you're moving to, is it a new build or an old build?
It's actually old. It is old. So, you
chandeliers.
Have to compromise.
You'll look good, You'll look good. You'll look good.
It'll be fine. I think I'm just trying to figure out how to decorate it. I have my couch, and then I obviously want things on the wall, but I don't want to buy new things. So I'm just thinking if I should ship the things that I already have over because they're personal as well. And then I'm gonna get
what's personal? What pictures do you have?
I have a poster of Hyun Bin. No, I do actually because Purion sent it to me. But I have my cousin is an artist and she made some prints, and so I have 2 of those, and then I have an illustration that my other friend made because she's an illustrator, which I also have above here, but I'm not sure if you can see that.
No, I can't. All I see is your board game. What, Ticket to Ride? You don't have it today.
I don't have it. I've given it away.
Usually you... Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
I thought that was part of your identity now.
I'm decluttering. I should have kept it now that I'm moving on my own, but I don't know people who like to play board games.
Decluttering. How long is that going to take for your parents' house, huh?
Yeah, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take a long time.
Well, I think your mom will get over it, and then she's mad at you now, but she'll understand, my daughter needs her freedom. Just tell her, do you want grandchildren, Mom?
Exactly.
Do you want grandchildren?
I'm not sure if I can provide that either, but
Just say yes. Just say yes. Just say, I'll provide grandchildren for you. I want someone to go kung flu on my pussy, Mom.
Oh, God. I forgot about that, and then you brought it up again. My mom's already, she's accepted it. I mean, the thing is, like, with my parents, it's like the first reaction is anger, and then they calm down. So I think it's really common with Asian parents. Maybe. But it's just like anger directly and like why and like suspicion and then they calm down. So I'm like, okay. But
that is fine. the 7 stages of grief Asian parents go through.
Yeah.
It's anger, why, suspicion. Three stages.
Bargaining.
No bargaining. Did she bargain at all? It'd be haggling.
Yeah, haggling. Well, she was saying, she was like, why you're wasting so much money? It's like, if you stay, you could save money. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't want money, Mom. I'm rich. I want happiness and joy.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody needs to touch this pussy and it ain't happening with you two around.
Oh God. I'm not moving. Now it's been made as if I'm moving out just to get my pussy.
You said it yourself.
Oh my God. It's so funny. I just don't know where to draw the line on the podcast because for the past year I've been oversharing. I've been too personal. And I realized that because of this DM dude that I've been sharing about on the podcast. Because
how's that going?
So we didn't talk. Okay, so listeners, we didn't talk. He bailed at the last minute, which is fine. I'm like, okay, not interested. That's fine. Moving on. But the thing is, I am so scared that it's because he listened to the podcast. Like, I'm really, because
oops.
I know. Oops.
And I called him. He's free at 2:30.
I know. Yes. So I was just, but even, and then like I've mentioned a third time now mentioning it on the podcast, and it's like, the thing is, so I'm like, where do I try because the thing is, we talk about our lives and stuff on the podcast, but there has to be like a limit. And then with this, I was like, oh no, I think I crossed the limit, maybe, because if you listen to that, I do not come off well in those 2 episodes. Do not come off well.
No,
and
I think you do.
The things we said, not good. Thank you, Nigel.
His life isn't good. If he had a great life, he would say good things. We are just a mirror we hold up to society. We just reflect what they are.
You don't know anything about this guy, and you tore him to shreds.
Based on the evidence you presented.
What evidence?
the text messages. I'm high and tired. Wow, great guy. Very career-minded.
Oh my God.
Very ambitious. Right? I'm free at 2:30. Wow. He has a lot going for him.
Maybe you ruined my chance.
What? No. I'm trying to direct you to better quality men out there, okay?
I mean, honestly, like, he's lovely. He's a lovely dude from what I remember and from what
If he was as good as you think he was, he wouldn't have got upset at the podcast. He'll just laugh it off. If he has a good sense of humor about it, he'll just laugh it off.
Well, we don't know what happened. Huh?
I would love it if the woman I like talked about me on the podcast and tore me to shreds, but had such a great time doing it. And then still texted me afterwards. I would love that.
I mean, you are special, Nigel. You're special.
You make me feel special. I'll do the sound effects by myself.
You make me feel special. You only like hearing about yourself. Oh wait, can you do the TT dance? Like, that's also a Twice the song. Like TT, and then they do this, and then da 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 da. I
don't know that Twice song. Sorry.
It's TT, and so it's TT. So it's da-da-da, da-da-da.
Just repeating what you just said isn't helping me
and
figure out what song it is, you know. It's TT. I don't know what TT is. It's TT. You don't know TT? You're just repeating it, saying it slower. That's not helping. Like a British tourist in France. That's repeating.
A British tourist in Asia.
It's TT. TT. T. You know, TT.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Okay, send it.
Oh my gosh. Oh
All right.
my gosh.
So
Okay.
I'm right, you know, like if the guy has a good sense of humor, he would be like, haha, you're talking about me at my podcast, and just so you know, I actually have stuff to do, usually at 2:30, okay, wink. That's what I would do
Oh,
if I
yeah,
like
yeah,
the person.
yeah.
If I
Oh,
like
get
the
it,
person,
yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, so
I'll have a sense of humor about it.
So maybe
And sorry, one more thing to add. And the fact that you brought it up, if I like a person and they bring me up in their podcast, I'll be like, oh, I'm on her mind.
Yeah. True.
You know?
True.
Yeah.
But I mean, so that's the thing. Like, but either it's like that was the case and I brought it up and it just, I mean, I don't think I come off well in that episode. And also how I talked about it like a teenage girl and blah, blah, blah. It's like, I have to leave that phase of me behind me now. I can't do that.
Teenage girl, huh? I thought you were like, oh, Nigel's idea of love is so teenagery. Love is a car crash. That's how we are when you were in high school, Nigel.
I mean, I still stand by that because my idea of love isn't like that. It's just I get so anxious when it comes to texting and stuff and flirting. So I'll be better. Okay, Nigel. I'll do better. I'll behave less like a teenager and more like an adult woman.
Yeah.
Who is confident.
Show your feminine side, you know?
My feminine side? What?
Yeah.
I wear a bra?
I mean, yeah, that's like the minimum. Yeah. Please wear a bra. Yeah.
My feminine side. But okay, so that's the I would say that's the worst case scenario if that was the case. But then it could just be that he wasn't interested and he was like, oh, maybe she's interested, and then he's pulling back. So maybe it was just that he just wanted like a friendly call, which is also weird. Not weird. No, it's not weird, but it's just like yeah. So that could be it. So it could be anything really. Or he had a few plates spinning and somebody else kind of picked up a plate. Or yeah.
It's okay. One day you'll be the only plate someone has.
That someone's fingering. The only plate that someone's fingering. But
how do you finger a plate?
Sorry?
How do you finger a plate?
You just
There's
touch
no
it.
hole on it, you know? There's no...
You just touch it. You just touch it.
Okay, fine.
All of this, men obsessed with the hole. The hole is the least interesting part, you know?
No, it's pretty great.
It's all the things around that's good for a woman.
Nah, that's the stuff we pretend to like to get to the hole.
Exactly.
No, I love all of the parts of women, all of it, including the personality and stuff. So
that's the title of the podcast. No, I like all of the parts of the women, including the personality and stuff. Oh gosh.
I'm surprised people still slide into my DMs after all the horrible shit I
know,
say. You know?
And nobody slides into mine.
Yeah, I know.
And if they do, they try to set up a call and then they bail.
It's okay. One day you'll be someone's only plate, okay? You'll be someone's only Le Creuset. You're not a plate, girl.
Aww.
Plates are shitty. Plates are so replaceable. I throw one on the floor and I just sweep it up and dump it out. That's what I do to plates. You gotta be someone's Le Creuset. Yeah, because they only have one. Okay. And they treat you well because it's like nice and classy.
Yeah,
and they proudly show it on the kitchen table because it's a status symbol. You know?
Oh my gosh. That's very true. It is a shame though because I did listen to...
Sometimes you can get them secondhand, you get them used, and it's still as good as it's new, you know?
Yeah, we need to stop that analogy there.
No. It's a good analogy.
We needed to stop it before that.
You can drop it on the floor and it destroys the floor. It's very destructive sometimes.
Are you calling me fat? Are you calling me fat?
You're putting words in my mouth. You're putting words in my mouth. I'm talking about the Le Creuset. Okay? Your body mass index has nothing to do with this. I talk about Le Creuset here.
Uncle Voldemort.
One day you'll be someone's Le Creuset, okay?
That's so sweet, Nigel.
They can
Thank
put you on the stove. They can put you in the oven. You belong everywhere.
Okay, just stop it now. We get it. We get the analogy. It's fine. There comes a point in a joke where you overdo it and you're like, haha, I can't laugh at this anymore.
My pop overdoing it is part of the humor.
Yeah,
you know?
I know, yeah. Oh my God.
You can put all sorts of shit inside them and it works, you know?
Okay.
All right, I'll stop.
That's going to be the title of the episode. Someday you will be somebody's Le Creuset.
Yeah.
It's really sweet. But I will say it's a shame because I listened to some, I mean, obviously it's a different language, so I don't understand what they're saying, but it's very soothing. Like I listened to some podcast that he was on, and it was just, he has a really nice voice and a really nice
I have a nice
laugh.
voice too, you know? It's okay.
I know.
No, I said I have a really nice voice too.
Oh, you said you have one.
Yeah. I'm just saying a lot of men have nice voices. And when you like someone, their voices automatically sound nice to your ears. It's a biological thing, you know?
Maybe. Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah.
Don't worry, you're fine. You'll find more men out there. So many dicks out there looking for a home. You'll find one.
Oh, well, I was just saying that I was listening to I think I'm going to start doing it, just listening to podcasts in other languages because it's really lovely because you don't understand what they're saying. So you don't necessarily focus, but it's so nice to have something on in the background. And just the language sounds nice. Like they were speaking French and it sounded really lovely. And so I think listening to things in other languages is really lovely if you want something to distract you, but you still need to focus on whatever you're doing. I think that's quite nice.
Just put on rain sounds in the background if you want to focus on something. Why put on other languages? That's so weird.
Nice.
Let's put on.
Yeah, okay.
See, how calming is that?
Thunderstorm. Oh, God. Okay,
fine. Put on whatever podcast you want.
I think we're done for this episode.
No.
Well, conclusion of this
so
episode.
funny.
I'm moving so that I can get to Nigel's. What were your subjects again? I can't remember. Nigel buys cheap knockoff flowers in Malaysia because tulips are too expensive there. That's the conclusion.
When was the last time
podcast.
you bought flowers for your own place, huh?
Well, I can't because my mom hates flowers and she's like, they'll die.
Who
They'll
hates
die.
flowers? See, that's such an Asian thing. Just because things die doesn't mean they're not worth having.
I know.
Oh
That's
my!
why
A lot of my friends have the same opinion.
Oh, really?
I'm like, they're beautiful because they die.
Oh my God.
Okay? You know what's not beautiful? Plastic cups that float in the ocean forever. They don't die. You want to decorate your house with that shit? Huh?
Who's the fridge magnet now? They're beautiful because they die.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for this episode, guys. We're done.
That's not a fridge magnet. Okay, fine. We'll talk about this next week. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for
See you
listening.
next week.
Bye.